Tommy Black.
Jared James Nichols.
How the fuck are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm excited for tomorrow.
I know.
It's great to fucking see you. It's been a very long time, dude.
It's going to be good. We call it 5 or More Questions with Tommy. And, Jared, when's the last time you played the Viper Room?
Dude, it's been so many moons I can't remember. It's got to be at least 2.5 years ago, I believe. I mean, man, the Viper was the first place we played in L.A. Then we went and started touring all over Europe and doing all these support SWAT tours in America and Canada. And here we are, 2018, back at the Viper Room. I'm beyond excited to get back, man. It feels like I'm kind of returning to my L.A. Home base. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, exactly. Correct me if I'm wrong. You hooked up with Phil from Swing House and kind of started playing Viper a lot when things started picking up more for you a bit, or am I wrong here? Or was it?
Oh, no, absolutely. The Viper was the launching point for me, man. You know, it started very organically. We just played there. I remember it was the Monday night slot, and we played there, and one thing led to another, and every time we played the Viper, it got better and better.
I remember.
And it was funny because, yeah, it just started to happen there, and that's where it was like the launching board for everything that was to come, you know? But yeah, I mean, the Viper was the spot where we first found out this is happening. We're going to do this. You know what I mean?
So cool. And do you have the same band from that period?
I do. Actually, right now we have a different bass player.
Cool.
Greg Cash from Dorothy.
Cool.
He's playing bass now.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, same drummer, and you know, it was funny when we got booked on the show at the Viper. It was just like we were all like, yes, okay, this is great. You know, there was no hesitation, there was no reservations. Obviously, it was just like, great, we're going back, we're playing. You know, it's amazing.
Here's an off question. Are you still wearing that necklace? You used to have this big, chunky silver necklace, and I see it in pictures.
Dude, I still have it's called a squash blossom. And yes, I still have it. What's funny, though? That thing's so old, man. I haven't really worn it on stage in a while because I go too crazy. One night we were playing, we were in, I think we were in Sioux City, Iowa, and I had it on, and it snapped, and the beads went everywhere. So there, after the show, I'm sitting there with the house lights on trying to find all these old beads. And I was like, man, I don't know if I can really bring this thing out anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I still got the necklace, though, of course, dude.
Yeah.
You know, since I'm coming to the Viper, man, I might have to bust it out, you know?
Yes, bust it out. Well, and I don't know, or bring a copy of it or something. You don't want to lose silver beads all over the Viper Room. That's not good. It's I remember that thing. It's cool to know the story. It's genius. Like, we haven't ever had like a guitar clinic after sound check. That's a good idea. You and Phil came up with that, I think, and that's a great idea. How many people are going to be there? What's the deal with that?
Well, so we've been starting to do these at our shows because, you know, I've been able to kind of get a little bit of more attention with, like, you know, young guitar players and stuff. So, like, when we're touring in England, we'll do them in London, and we'll do them all over the place. It's just really cool. It kind of gives a little bit more of an intimate experience for anyone that's coming to the show, especially guitar players. So we're going to have about 35 or 40 kids there tomorrow. Well, not kids. They got to be over 21, but,
yeah.
You know, so we'll have about 35 or 40 people there. And we're just going to run through. We'll do a little bit of jamming and talking if anyone has any questions, you know. And it just kind of, you know, it's cool for everybody because, you know, a lot of the guys that come, it gives them a little bit more than just the show. It gives them something that, you know, is a little more in-depth and on hand. So it's cool. It's
a great idea. You got like KLOS ads. I saw some billboards sent to us. You guys are doing it right. And you've gotten to open.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you've gotten to open for like Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top at this point. That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, how was that?
Amazing, man. You know, since we've been at the Viper, man, we did a world tour with Zakk Wylde. We did Skinner, ZZ Top, UFO, Saxon, you know, Walter, just a bunch of different names, man. The latest is we're going to go out with LA Guns for a little bit, you know, but
wow.
It's amazing, you know, doing the Skinner thing and jamming with those guys, you know, it's like hanging with your heroes, man. You know, it's like every night it's just like you got to kind of pinch yourself and go, is this really happening? You know what I mean? It's like the things that you see and you do and the people you're hanging out with, you just got to go, man, this is something really special, you know, not take it for granted.
No.
You know, and for me, it's just makes it so much better. Makes it so much worth it.
You gotta enjoy the experience in the process. You're exactly right. You're like Zach and Hendrix had a baby, kind of.
Yes. Well, that's cool, man. I'll dig that.
That's what I'm getting. Anyway,
that's amazing. Yeah.
But what else? I don't know. I mean, I saw you playing this one. It's just one humbucker. You're getting a lot of sounds out of just one humbucker. Is that your thing always, or?
Yeah. Well, lately it is, man. Hey, here's a funny one, Tommy. The last time I played the Viper Room, I borrowed a guitar from my friend who used to play in Aerosmith, Rick Dupre.
Wow.
And he had a guitar with a single P9 or a single humbucker in it. And that was the first time I played one on stage, was the last time I played the Viper. And since then, it's kind of like I've kind of adopted it, and it's kind of become my thing.
Wow. And
it's kind of become like, the way I approach guitar, so it's like trying to get all the sounds out of something so simple, you know what I mean? It kind of harkens back to like a Les Paul Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
and guys like, anyone from, Johnny Thunder, Leslie West, these guys, they were just playing that simple, straightforward thing, and I've kind of taken it and tried to bring it in my way, so it's kind of become my thing, and obviously I'll have the single pickup Les Pauls ready for tomorrow night.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I like how the phone rings while you're talking here. I'm here in the office of the Viper Room right now. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it won't ring again. If it does, you get to hear the call. I can't unplug it. It's hardwired. What do you think of when you hear the name Viper Room?
Really, when I hear Viper Room, man, I think of like an intimate, legit, fucking real deal rock club, I think of a place where it's like, when I think of Viper Room, I think of like truth, like it's literally a stage, a room, and it's, you get what you put in, man. For me, when I think of Viper Room too, I think of me starting out to where I am now, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like home base in LA, and obviously it's got such a vibe, and it has such a image that it's part of kind of rock and roll, and it's part of the whole thing. I mean, yeah, Viper Room is like, now it's like just it's as famous as rock and roll, it's like, it's just part of the scene.
Wow. Well put. Well, thank you. We love you here.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Jared.
All right, brother. I will see you tomorrow. I can't wait.
Take it easy. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. Cheers, Tommy.